Massive Mornings with Penny, weekdays from 7 to 10 a.m.
It's our wellness and lifestyle Wednesdays, and today is all about that outdoor lifestyle, but more than anything else, it's Valentine with a twist, okay? Somebody was, Sepheu on Instagram has been going on about wanting to take me on a date for kota and lemon twist, and I said to him, Andy's not interested, I appreciate meat, but I'm not a big meat lover who will say, I want my steak like this. But if I come to a braai, it must be worth my while. And this is the kind of braai that I want to go to. That's why I've got Braai Guru in studio with me this morning on a Valentine twist kind of things. How are you, sir?
We're awesome.
Awesome.
Thanks for inviting us, and hey to all your listeners.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me, Tau, in studio. How's things been? The lockdown is what we're dealing with. I think we're in day 320.
We stop counting because it's painful.
No, yeah, I know, but
it's
we must
painful,
count.
especially for a small business like us.
Yeah,
it hits us very, very, very bad.
So how did it go in 2020? Obviously, when the lockdown was announced.
The first time when it was announced, between March and June, it was crazy. And by the time you've got stuff, you gotta pay salaries. We were not prepared. There's bonds, there's insurances, there's life covers, there's a whole lot of other things that you must pay. We got to tussles with the stuff. Some left, some remained. Thank God, level 4 through Restaurants SA partnerships and writing letters to the ministries and everything. They allowed food to be delivered, and we jumped into that. But we had never done that before.
Innovation.
Yeah, we had to change our business model, and with that we boomed. I mean, at one time we were sitting on 18 new employees. People were calling in. Yes, we were making a whole lot of mistakes because we didn't even know how to manage the deliveries and all of those things. But we boomed, and then boom, December comes, another lockdown. And unfortunately, June we boomed, and then when they opened level 3 alcohol, we opened branches. We're in Rustenburg, we Spruit View, Alex. In the process of opening in Witbank, Bloemfontein, and then so when they shut the alcohol, we realized the direct impact
connection
onto our product. And at the time, it worked with the level 4 from level 5 because people were locked in. But when the alcohol went, our business went. December we did. And then now we're trying to survive. We're thinking 2021, do we wait for definite level 1 before we go big? Because the cost of training, the cost of branding, marketing on its own. And you must revamp. We always try to stay with the times. R&D, the cost of food at specific times. We use a lot of natural products. And right now, the cost of herbs. Majority of our food is garlic based.
So literally, what's about garlic, ginger? You are affected.
No, definitely. We are hit hard.
You're affected by the garlic and ginger situation. But obviously, there are opportunities to innovate. The fact that you were not into delivering food, that's a space that you had to look into. What were some of the key learnings during that time? What are the things that you say, okay, this is what we learned about ourselves?
We've always said as a brand, our competitors are not Boomama on the side of the streets and the small caterers and all of those things. We wanted to compete with the KFCs, the Nando's, all these big franchises. Right? It allowed us to learn that space. Because ultimately we want to open those shops, be in the forecourts of filling stations, be in the food courts, in the malls and everything. So we got to learn that space. But one other thing that we also learned was our product works. South Africans are patriotic.
Yes.
And this is a South African product.
Yes.
That is going to compete.
Yes.
With the international product.
A taste of South Africa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, KFC, it's American. We've got McDonald's. I mean, you travel around the world. I've traveled.
Yeah.
I mean, especially through research of food and all of those things. You go anywhere, you find Indian food, Chinese food, Portuguese food.
Yes.
And you can never really find South African food.
Yes.
And what ticked me off was when I asked my fellow South Africans what's South African food. And what was like a scope. Malana, Mohodu, and the likes. And I'm like, you know what? We come from a farming background.
Yes.
Are you saying our forefathers used to slaughter khomu?
Yeah.
Throw away the whole carcass.
Yeah.
And harness Kakwana, Malana, Minatlana, and all of those things. And that's when we started doing the research.
Yes.
How did we do these things? Do you know that if you Google spit braai right now, they tell you it's a Greek phenomenon.
It's a Greek phenomenon.
And
it's a barbecue from the US.
And we used to do this. We used to put a stick on the one end of the cow to the other, put it on the fire. That's a spit braai.
That's a spit braai. Well, we've always been bad with labeling and their branding.
Yes, and that's where we are. We're saying let's uplift South Africa. We want to be ambassadors of South Africa through taste. That's why we aligned with the likes of Proudly SA. That's why we aligned with the likes of SA Tourism and all of those things. I mean, we've been trying to get into the ambassadors and all of those things so that we really can be identified as the taste of South Africa.